What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel. And here's my review of Hulu series The Great Season 3. Huzzah! First up, I would like to say thank you to Hulu for granting me the screeners to this entire new season. It goes without saying that even though I will not be spilling spoilers here, this review is mainly for those of you, my fellow The Great fans, who already know what's up. Look, I fucking love this show, and I'm happy to inform you that The Great only gets better and better with every passing season. Tony McNamara and his team of writers have a natural ability for the kind of unapologetically irreverent satire comedy that never once goes astray from the point that they're trying to make in every episode. I mean, if ever there was a show that could make a sound case in favor of human writers and in opposition to AI, it's this one, The Great. And the timing of this season three's arrival could not be more perfect. Right on the event of King Charles' recent coronation, that got people wondering, why the hell do we still have monarchy in the year of our Lord 2023? It just doesn't make sense. Well, The Great Season 3 is here not only to remind us of how much more ridiculous it could actually get, but turns out applying change and progress while stumbling along the way is equally hilarious. Created, written, and executive produced by Tony McNamara, Season 3 of The Great sees Catherine and Peter attempt to make their marriage work after some seemingly insurmountable problems. Peter witnessed his own attempted murder at Catherine's hands, and she also imprisoned all of his friends. On top of this, Peter is at a loose end playing first husband to Catherine's reign, so he busies himself with fathering, hunting, and salty culinary ventures. But they're not enough to keep him contented, as visions of his late father get in his head about his failures as Peter the Great's son. Catherine the Great starts making a name for herself beyond her borders, and inspired by a visit from the US ambassador, sets up a conference where peasants, nobles, and merchants can all give their input on developing a new Russia. She learns that even the best political leaders sometimes need to make compromises in order to progress. Okay, I think we can all agree that the characters on this show, The Great, are quite possibly the horniest characters in the history of television. Horny AF. I mean, the way that they're so nonchalant about talking about fucking or wanting to fuck is incredible. And I don't know how the actors managed to deliver those lines with a straight face. I would have had to take a few minutes laughing my ass off, and it would have gone through several takes. So goddamn funny. And season 3 dials up the horniness all the way up to 11. And it's not so much about sex scenes as it is more about how sex just occupies their minds 24/7, especially the sexually deprived archbishop. And trust me, you will get to see more of his shenanigans that will get you rolling on the floor because he craves what he cannot have. On to the substance, though. If you recall, Catherine and Peter had some sort of a deal in which Catherine takes over the day to day governing duties, while Peter just focuses on being Peter and being a father to their child. So, in the previous seasons, they were like oil and water, like a toxic relationship in some ways. But in this season, even though they are still at odds with each other, ideologically, politically, and traditionally, but now there is a sense of some actual love between those two. This time, there's something sweet and sincere underneath all those raunchy, crude disagreements. This time, the great fully transforms into a full blown romantic comedy in the messiest way possible. And on every episode, we get to see Catherine's policy agenda. So, one episode will focus on banning murders, for example, and another episode will focus on how the idea of America is positively influencing Catherine's war alliance. So basically, whatever is happening with the supporting characters and with Peter gravitates towards the controversies around that policy agenda. It's brilliant, absolutely bloody brilliant. I mean, that format gives the show its own procedural flavor while not taking away from the overarching Catherine and Peter arc that has always been at the center of The Great since day one. I think you're going to enjoy the character development that Tony McNamara and his team of writers are providing in season 3, and the jokes hit the target every single time. I mean, just when you thought, there's no way that they could possibly top the humor in season 2. Well, I'm here to tell you that they did exactly that. And so prepare to crack up till your stomach hurts. Now, my criticism remains the same in that each episode is too long. I think this show would have been a hell of a lot easier to digest if it ran for 30 minutes. Some of the scenes on some of the hour-long episodes are time wasting. And I get that this show is not meant to be historically accurate. In fact, they pride themselves on being anti historical, but the way that they explain some of the characters' demise is a bit too convenient and abrupt. Be that as it may, what more can I say about Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult that I haven't already said before? Their performances in season 3 are absolutely superb. Just superb. And if you're wondering if the ending in season 3 is setting up for a potential season 4, well, I'll say this. The potential is definitely there. But whatever happens, this has been a crazy, hysterical ride. So, yeah, overall, I give The Great Season 3 the rating of 4.5 out of 5 for being yet another successful season. So, that's it. That's my review of The Great Season 3. Smash that like button, share this video with everyone you know, share your thoughts in the comment section below, and as always, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Let's rock this.